Let's give it up for Griffin Leeds!
Hey everybody! Thank you, Alex.
Hello. As Alex said, my name is Griffin Leeds. Maybe some of you know me. Maybe some of you don't think you do, but we've met before. Not to be that person pulling that insufferable party trick, but it's true. That person, the one who always leaves loudly, making a big announcement that next week's meal prep's not going to do itself. But it's true, we have actually met before. Do you remember that one time you walked into a public restroom and the motion-sensitive lights turned on automatically, and then from behind the closed doors of one of the stalls, you heard a heavy sigh of relief? The sigh of someone who's been in there for 2 to 12 minutes. Well, that was me. Yeah, thank you for letting me out of there. It's nice to finally get to meet you face to face. It's really good. Recently found out some interesting information from a medical professional that I have crabs. Yeah, unless my boyfriend's able to make it to the show tonight, in which case, hey babe, let's see, first you're learning about this, let's put a fun, cute spin on it. You know how the other night we were talking about bringing our relationship to the next level by adopting some pets? Maybe some rescues? Well, we got them now. Yay! So many pets! So many pets, we don't know what to do with them. No, really, what do we do with all these pets I have now? No, it's a joke, guys. Relax. I'm just kidding. Okay, calm down. I don't want to be worried. I do not actually have a boyfriend, all right? Not even showing the symptoms. I'm single. I'm ready to shingle. Trying to find love the old-fashioned way, using dating apps without premium. But I'm still on the apps, the gay dating apps. You might be familiar with them. They're named things like Grindr and Scruff and Jacked and Chappy. There's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. What else? There's and to Tender 2, we use that one as well. It's very interesting for me being on the gay dating apps because I have facial hair, and for some reason people see me with facial hair and they call me daddy, and I do not know what to do with that. No, I've been talking long enough. I think we all kind of can collectively agree as a room that I do not put out a daddy vibe. But the problem with Grindr, and the one and only problem with Grindr, as some people here know, they're just working off a picture of your face. Maybe my face says daddy, but my voice says stepmom who knows she'll never be accepted by the kids. No matter how hard she tries. A voice you hear cutting through an otherwise silent dinner. Just the sound of forks scraping plates, and my voice saying, "So nothing interesting happened at school today?" But I get in these situations where these people on the apps call me daddy, and I'm by nature a people pleaser. Hold the applause. And so I just end up giving it my best shot, which for me ends up saying things like, "Ooh, your daddy, oh well, would you mind closing the windows? We don't want to air condition the outdoors." Listen to your mother, Mother Earth. Yeah. I also take issue because I'm not really daddy age. I'm 27. That's not dad. That's the age for your quarter life crisis, right? If you buy into that, the quarter life crisis, I don't know if that applies to me personally though. I know how bad I take care of myself. I'm in my midlife crisis right now. That's how the math is going to work out for me. To quote the great American poet, Jean Bon Jovi, in his magnum opus, Living on a Prayer, he says, "Oh, we're halfway there." And that's where I'm at right now, okay? I take such bad care of myself. If you cut me open, Oreos and Lucky Charms cereal would just shoot out of me like a leak in a submarine. I would love to be able to tell you that the sparkles in my sheets are from going out to the clubs, having a good time, getting glitter all over me, going back home, maybe with someone. Who's to say? No, it's just from sitting in my bed alone, eating post-Easter discount marshmallow peeps, letting the sugar dust fall into my crumb gutters. It's all right. We're gonna be okay. I am trying to, offset that by being body positive. There's a lot of body positivity going around. I'm all on board with that. I have like an inspirational quote that I think helps encourage body positivity. I'll share it with you. You've maybe seen it on like a fridge magnet or stitched into a throw pillow in your mom's reading nook or something. It goes like this. Every body is a beach body if it's a body on a beach that's freshly washed ashore. So you've seen it too as well. I saw it on a bumper sticker. I was like, I gotta get that as a tattoo. Gotta. The tattoo artist said to get that etched on my torso like a crop top of words cost like $1,500. So I just opted for an anchor instead. To remind me to stay grounded. To the ocean floor. I'm not a gym person, obviously, then. And a big part of why is I'm afraid of what lies beneath. I think it would be very frustrating. Like, if I put all that time and energy, money, blood, sweat, and tears getting shredded just to find out that I have asymmetrical abs, I would end my life. I would completely off myself. I would not be able to work with that at all. Elephant in the room, that was a suicide joke. In my defense, I think about it a lot. I don't want anyone to be worried. Some people hear someone joking about suicide and they get concerned. Don't be, I want to make it really clear, like, I will never, ever actually have enough money for a suicide grandiose enough for my taste. I'll never have a budget for that much confetti. Fireworks are so expensive. Like, do you know how much it would cost to get the rights to the song Goodbye Horses from Silence of the Lambs? Yes, that song from Silence of the Lambs. It's not gonna happen. You get one shot. I wanna make it perfect. I'm a real suicide-zilla like that. And some people that wanna get rich or die trying, I wanna get rich to try dying. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, so don't worry. My main source of income is as a server. That's right, I'm a gay server in New York City. I'm on the front lines for our country. Making tourist dreams come true on, hey ladies, how's it going? At a time. It's fine, I like it overall. It is a line of work where you deal with a lot of strangers calling you buddy, even when you've done nothing to them. In general, I think no one likes being called buddy by a stranger. But I can stand before you as a gay server and say I'd rather be called faggot than buddy 10 times out of 10. For sure. Like my pecking order, you can call me sir, and then Griffin, my name, and then, like server or waiter, and then faggot, and then hey you cocksucker. And then it's not really a word, it's that people go like, which is so hateful, don't do that. And then it's buddy after that, all right? And just to clarify, I realize I'm a person standing on a stage, holding a microphone, saying the word faggot. Just to clarify, I'm allowed to say that word, okay? Because my best friend's a British cigarette. He gave me permission, he did. He gave me permission to tell his next joke too, so relax. Growing up, there were lots of signs that I was gay. There were also a lot of signs I was a faggot too. We're gonna kind of break those down together, all right? So one of the earliest signs that I was gay is that growing up I would watch gay pornography, kind of a dead ringer. But then one of the earliest signs I was a faggot is that for me, that early pornography took the form of homoerotic depictions on ancient Greek pottery. I guess what I'm trying to say is if terracotta was a big part of your sexual awakening, you're probably a faggot too. It's just science, One of the earliest signs that I was gay is growing up, I really loved when me and my 3 siblings would play pretend. I just got really invested in the whimsy and the theatrics of it all. But one of the earliest signs I was a faggot is that I always played the villain. In any scenario. Like my siblings would be like, Griffin, we're just playing house, you don't have to do this. I'm like, I know we're playing house, and if the rent is not in my hand by the end of the week, I'll kick you off the curb. I don't care. Just a different childhood, you know what I mean? Just a little different. I'm going to leave you guys with a last kind of thing. I've been tasked by the government to help them out with a survey, actually. I've been here talking for a while. I want to kind of get an idea about your guys' take on me. If you think if I'm a bottom or a top, if that makes to use a sports term, a catcher or a pitcher. Do you have to think about that? Catcher, pitcher. That's the sports one for maybe more accessible for straight people. So by applause, clap if you think I come off as a bottom. All right, now clap if you think I'm going to come off as a top. Okay, you're terrified right now. And that's something for you to unpack later. That's okay. That's all right. Correct answer is I am what's called versatile. But that's a trick question. That was mean of me. Versatile means kind of a bit of both. Also, you could call it verse. Other straight names for it are Renaissance slut. My personal favorite is ambisextrous. For me, what it means is what I'm into is just whatever makes you happy. That's fine. I'll be whatever you want to be. My ideal sexual scenario would be all of these gorgeous people I'm attracted to all in a room together going at it, and I'm just flitting around the fringes of it, asking if anybody needs water. That's kind of hard to orchestrate logistically, and I don't have that many glasses. So my next best scenario is just having another sexual partner who's also versatile, because you get to do something called flip-flopping. It's kind of what it sounds like. Basically, one person bottoms, and when they're ready to change, they turn to their partner, look at them, gaze them into the eyes, and say, "Look at me, I'm the captain now." And you would know that we don't talk about this stuff in sex ed in schools. I'm Griffin Leeds, thanks so much.